Hi, this is Herb Shapiro with the Dr. Vex channel. On the Dr. Vex Facebook page, people have often asked me, can you do anything meaningful, anything real with a home-based 3D printer? Or can you only print toys for kids, butterflies and octopi? And this is an adorable dog. This is the Creality dog that comes on the SD cards. Can you do anything meaningful? So today we're going to do something meaningful. We're going to print Game of Throne's dragon eggs. These are very, very important. These are beautiful 3D prints. We're going to show you a number of techniques for printing them and painting them. So stay tuned and let's learn something together. Before I get started telling you about how I printed these dragon eggs, I want to acknowledge the designer of the model. This absolutely beautiful model was designed by ljbotero, and it's posted up on Thingiverse. In the description, Jamie says that he designed this in Tinkercad. So if you think you can't design beautiful, gorgeous things in Tinkercad, that it's just a kid's toy, you're wrong. He said it took him 6 hours and he placed each scale by hand. And so this is a beautiful, beautiful model. The problem with this model is when I first went to print it, the estimate for print time, and Cura estimates are usually below the actual print time. If I printed this on my Ender 5 in normal 0.15 millimeter mode at about a 10% infill, was 8 hours and 16 minutes. Well, I'm not patient enough to wait 8 hours and 16 minutes to see if it's going to work. I wanted to be able to do lots of iterations. So I cut the infill to 5% and took a look at what it would take, and it said 5 hours and 32 minutes. Still way too long. So I switched to using my MP10, my Monoprice MP10, that I've retrofitted with a 1 millimeter nozzle. The standard nozzle size on most home-based 3D printers is 0.40 millimeters. At 1 millimeter, it's more than double the nozzle size. That means it puts down more filament. You can use higher layer heights. So I took, and the first experiment I did with that was I tried printing a model in spiralizer mode, in vase mode, thinking it's really just the outside. I wasn't sure if it was going to work because this model requires a raft or a brim in order to hold to the print bed. It was going to print in under an hour. That was fantastic. I forgot a couple things. One thing I forgot is that in vase mode, it doesn't print the top. So the top was empty. And the other problem is, while it did put a brim down, when I went to separate it from the brim, the model came right off. So this is pretty strong and it worked pretty well. The colors we'll talk about in a minute. So then I decided I'd do sort of a simulated vase mode. I set infill to 0. Still 1 millimeter nozzle. This was a 0.4 millimeter layer height. Instead of 0.15 or even 0.20, 0.4 millimeter layer height. And this model almost printed all right. Still some problem with the bottom. And it looks like there was either layer shift or something else happening. But in essence, what was happening is the overhang was too great. And if you have infill, it helps hold it in place. So this wasn't going to quite work. Then I printed one with a 5% infill. And in fact, everything worked great, but I ran out of filament. That was a silly thing to do, but I was able to demonstrate, and this is quite strong, that I was able to print this accurately. So then I printed a model on a raft, actually, so it would hold nicely, in Hatchback's black PLA. Beautiful filament, and you can see a close-up of this now. This is a shiny black finish. It looks very, very nice, and the total print time on this print was 2 hours and 45 minutes. So I can live with 2 hours and 45 minutes. In fact, I cranked up the printer a little bit once it was going to about 120% and printed even a little faster. And this came out beautifully. And now let's talk about the most beautiful print I made today. And this is in a filament that's one of my absolute favorite filaments. It's CC3D China. I buy it on Amazon. It's PLA Silk Shiny. Now, this is the gold, and I've done some beautiful vases. This is actually what they call the rainbow filament. So you see there's dark, there's gold, there's light gold. This particular model is slightly under extruded, so you can see some minor gaps. What's wonderful about printing dragon eggs is you don't want them to be perfect. You don't want to be able to see the layers too much, but you don't want them to be perfect. I left the raft on the bottom so you could see how that attaches. You could also try printing this with just a brim to see if that works better than a raft. Rafts are sometimes hard to get off, but this is a beautiful, gorgeous print, and I'll show you a close-up of it now. And in that close-up, you'll notice the slight imperfections. Another beautiful print I made was this Hatchbox Black PLA. But then I wanted to try finishing these a number of different ways. So I used both the models that failed, just so I could try some painting technique, and this beautiful black PLA model that I then painted gold. Let me tell you about this paint. This paint is Deco Art. You can get it in any of the big box art and craft stores. You can get it online, and it's the Dazzling Metallic line of paints. This is an acrylic paint. That means you use water as a solvent to wash it up. It's very, very easy to apply. I just applied it with a brush. And believe it or not, it dries shiny. So I used 3 of them. I used this Rich Espresso, which is like a brown gold, and here's a big picture of that. This, I think, is my favorite. It's a beautiful, beautiful finish. I also tried the Festive Red, and here's the original gray PLA, and then here's the Festive Red. Not so sure I like that. It looks too artificial. Then I tried the gold on the silver PLA, and you can see the difference. Putting the gold on the black PLA produces a richer finish. And finally, I tried an experiment. I used the Festive Green, and I streaked it with a little bit of red. And this gives it almost a camouflage type of look that could be a bit more organic. So I think as I'm going to continue to experiment, I might experiment with streaking this gold, which they call Rich Espresso, that I put on the black. So these are the 2 that I like the best. The CC3D China Silky Shiny, and this is their rainbow filament, and the Hatchbox Black PLA painted with the Deco Art Rich Espresso. So this was a lot of fun. I'm going to finish these up, give them to some of my friends that are fans. I actually have some kids that are big fans of Game of Thrones. These are grown kids. Game of Thrones might not be appropriate for a younger child, but I have grown kids that are big fans. And so this was an unusual print project for me. But I had an opportunity to use my MP10 with a 1mm nozzle once again, and to experiment with the Deco Art paints. So thanks for watching. If you found this fun, meaningful, interesting, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Thanks again, and let's continue to learn things and have fun together.